let's discuss a little bit more about Bookkeeper's role. So we said that data entry on accounting software is one of the main roles of any bookkeepers, regardless of the accounting system you use. The next one, bank reconciliation task, is where you compare what went through the system on your software such as Xero or QuickBooks or even Excel to what actually went through your business bank account. So you compare the balance at the end of the month, or if you're doing a weekly reconciliation of the bank, make sure you tick off all transactions that went through and compare any differences that needs to be resolved because your bank reconciliation balance at the end of the month, for instance, at the business bank has to be exactly the same as per your system. Maintaining the sales and purchase ledger is something to do with raising sales invoices to customers, and when you receive invoices from suppliers, you enter them correctly into the system. Sometimes you may also do tasks for payroll pay and deductions. Most of accounting systems, of course, nowadays have a brilliant payroll system. All you need to do is to ensure that you maintain the records, you input information about employees correctly, you book any holidays and sick leaves in the correct way, and then press run the payroll on the system with the help of your accountant. Another important aspect that you could be asked as bookkeeper is running VAT and preparing a draft for VAT return. Typically, this role belongs to accountants, so if you are a bookkeeper's level, I would highly recommend you to collaborate with accountants. Same when it goes to payroll pay. Any questions, you need to ask accountants about taxes or about any questions you may have before you run it. Because those two, regardless of your knowledge, can be accountants' responsibility at the end. Monthly reports are typically easy to run if your bank reconciliation is up to date. Therefore, all the records on the bank and your system are matching and properly reconciled to the correct nominal accounts. So basically, running balance sheet and profit and loss would not take much of your time, but it helps a lot to your managers to make right decisions in business. Last but not least, there are digital and paper filing that you need to do as bookkeeper, and that's very, very important as an evidence. So any digital files you receive or paper, I would highly recommend you actually scan the paper files and attach them or keep them in the right folders on your computer, and also make sure that you do a backup for this just in case. Assistance with tax preparation is very minor role. However, you may be asked to run some reports for accountants or maybe make some correction.